So sometimes we have to convert the numerator and the denominator of units with fractions. So an example of this would be gas mileage. So Toyota Prius has an estimated city gas mileage of 48.0 miles per gallon. But in Europe, they measure distances in kilometers, and they measure gasoline in liters. So a European would be interested in how many kilometers per liter is the gas mileage. So let's convert that. So 48 miles per gallon. Anytime you see the word per, think there's a fraction involved here. So that's 48.0 miles per gallon. We want to convert this to kilometers per liter. So we're going to have to convert the unit in the numerator, miles, to kilometers. We're also going to have to convert the unit in the denominator, gallons, to liters. So what I like to do here is look at them separately. So I'm just going to continue this fraction line, and I'm going to look at what's going on top and what's going on in the bottom. So in the top, I need to get miles to kilometers. Well, they gave me the relationship between miles and kilometers. So I could do that in one step. So I can go directly from miles to kilometers. Nice. In the denominator, I'm going from gallons to liters. Cool, they gave me that one too. Gallons is this many liters. So I can do that in one step. Here we have two arrows, but one's in the numerator and one's in the denominator. So we just need to be a little bit careful. So 48.0 miles per gallon. I like to do the numerator first. So for the numerator, I have one arrow, so I'm going to have one fraction. I'm going from miles to kilometers, so kilometers goes here, and miles goes in the denominator, so the miles cancel out. For the denominator, I'm converting gallons to liters. That's also a single step, so I've got one more fraction here. But this is in the bottom of the fraction, so everything's going to seem upside down. So here I have gallon in the denominator. I want gallon. I started with gallon in the denominator. I'm trying to get to liters in the denominator. So now these units I'm going to write in the bottom instead of the top. So gallons to liters. So liters goes here. To get rid of gallons, because it was originally down here, I need to multiply by gallons instead of dividing. So I put gallons up here, because if I have gallons in the denominator and gallons in the numerator, they're going to cancel out. So my units are working out. The units that are left after I've crossed everything out are kilometers in the numerator and liters in the denominator, and that's what I wanted. So now I can put the numbers in, kilometers and miles. So this one is saying a mile is 1.609 kilometers. 1 mile is 1.609 kilometers. And then the other one tells me that a gallon is 3.785 liters. So I've got 48 times 1.609 divided by 3.785. This number has 3 sig figs. That one has 4. This one has 4. So this one should have 3. So 20.404 kilometers per liter, which I will round to 20.4 kilometers per liter of gas. Any questions? It's all about the units, putting the units together so that they cancel out. It takes some practice. You're going to make some mistakes. And we're going to do some worksheets in lab today that hopefully will help it become clear in your mind. One more example of this one. A car is driving. Cars don't drive. A car is driving at a velocity of 65 kilometers per hour. What's the car's velocity in meters per second? Okay, so we've got 65 kilometers per hour. Fractions are often written with a slash when they're typed out on a computer. But then your eye doesn't necessarily communicate to your brain that, hey, this is a fraction, and the hour is in the denominator. So when you write these out by hand, make it a vertical fraction so that your brain recognizes, okay, this is divided by hours. So that's my starting unit, and I'm trying to find it in meters per second. So I'm going to have meters per second as my goal over here. This is an example of converting numerator and denominator. The numerator, I've got kilometers to meters. The denominator, I'm going from hours to seconds. So I'm going to draw a line here to keep those two separate. Kilometers to meters, there's one metric prefix involved, so I can do that in one step. Hours to seconds. Now, some of you can do a little bit of math in your head and tell me how many seconds are an hour, but most of us would want to go to minutes in between. We know how many minutes are in an hour and how many seconds are in a minute. So we'll do it that way. So if I take hours and go to minutes, then I can get to seconds. So 65 kilometers divided by hours. I'm going to do the numerator first, just because that's what I like to do. So kilometers to meters. So I'll put meter here, and then I need to put kilometers in the denominator so that those cancel out. I'm done with the numerator. Now I'm going to go with the denominator. In the denominator, I have two arrows, so I'm going to have two more fractions. Here we're looking at things in the bottom, hours to minutes to seconds. Here we've got hours in the bottom. Skip that guy, that's for the top. Hours to minutes to seconds. So minutes here and seconds there. The denominator is upside down. So instead of dividing by hour to get rid of it, we multiply. So the hour cancels out. And to get rid of minute down here, we have to put minute up there. And the units left are meters per second. How many seconds in a minute? 60. Is that exact? Yeah, because it's defined that way. How many minutes in an hour? 60. Okay. What does kilo mean? 1,000. 10 to the 3. So what I've got here is I have 1 kilometer. Kilo stands for 10 to the 3. On the top then, I have 1 times 10 to the 3 meters. Because kilo means times 10 to the 3. It's just a shorthand. Okay, so then I've got 65 times 1 EE or EXP3 divided by 60 equals. Calculator's given me a big mess here, 18.055, and those 5s are going on forever. Sig figs, I've got 3 exact conversion factors. My first one started with 2 significant figures, and so this is going to have 2 significant figures. So this would be 18 meters per second. Any questions?